Hello everyone, I am literally Loki, and no, this is not classic Doom. No, this is not a Lego game, as much as Lego games kind of fuel my entire reason for existing. This is Albion Online. I have played this game before. I'll put however many hours I have by the end of recording up onto the screen, but first things first, I want to say a few things. One, I am sorry about the wait between videos, and I'm sorry that we're changing the game entirely. If anyone doesn't know, I live in the northeast of the United States of America. This puts me in a bit of a painful fucking situation because, a lot of blizzards and a lot of snowstorms have passed by in the past 2 months or so. As a result, I've not had much of the opportunity to, well, record. With power going out, with shoveling, not to mention I am still a student. I am in cram school, so please excuse the fact that that is my priority, and this is a hobby. I love it, but it is still a hobby. But let's make our character. I have a coin here, a quarter, and we're going to flip it. Heads for male, tails for female, usually because I always go heads, tails, male, heads, tails. And the only reason why is because that's usually the way it's formatted on websites. So let's flip this coin. Oh shit. Heads. We have a dick today. Let's go for this guy. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with this guy. Alright. I'm gonna go for this one. Hold on. I'm gonna sneeze. I feel it. Oh god. Sorry about that. Let's go for this. I know I'm pale as fuck. This hair's closest to me. Bedhead isn't accurate. My hair is kind of between neck length and shoulder length. This is too long. This is almost a bit too long. As for hair color, we're going to go for my natural hair color, which if anyone doesn't know, I have natural dark brown hair, though I do have green hair. We're going to go for a tunic, and we're going to go for the... Let's go for the darkest color we can. Alright. And now we have to choose a name. Let's go for literally Loki #1. That worked. Holy shit. Alright. We're going to say yes to the tutorial. I've played this a few times, and you'll notice you won't be able to see this, but you will be able to see the locations I'm going to. Don't worry. I've played through the tutorial before. I know how the game goes. I just want to play through it because that will help me out and give me some free XP. The first step, click on the ground and move and find a way off the beach. Alright, we're going to go this way. We have dodge. Whoa, frames. And we have mend wounds. Over the course of 7 seconds, we restore 9% of my max health. Alright, we need to talk to the survivor.
Another survivor.
Another survivor. I'm glad you survived the attack unharmed. I wasn't so lucky. Broke my arm when I went overboard.
Need a hand?
This tower seems like a good lookout. Climb up to look for our ship.
You can do this.
And then we just go this way, and all we have to do is climb the tower. This game is kind of similar to RuneScape, just with more of a PvP focus from how it feels. Though from what I know, there are oh, there are enemies over there. Though from what I know, you can use this by pressing F. Can I change it? No, we only have that. That's a shame. Alright.
That went swimmingly.
So the ship is stranded nearby, but the path is blocked by bandits. They're probably heretics.
Yeah?
You'll need a weapon, friend. You can craft a crude sword using some logs and stone.
No time to waste.
Alright, we just need 6. No one say the fucking joke. I will kill you. Oh, and I actually do want to use this moment to say, to those who are confused, how can I do this when it's nowhere near the format for documenting? Well, I don't just document well, I don't just play games that I can document, or else I would only be able to play games that I can speedrun or 100%. And while I have no doubt you can speedrun this game, my focus is much more. These fuckers are in unison. That is, wow.
So far, so good.
Good. This will do.
Need some advice?
Now craft a sword at the forge.
Let's get this done.
All right, I know how to do this easily enough.
Will do.
We do that, and then we click this, and we have the options. Do we want a cleave, 6-meter radius, or do we want the specific targeted enemy? We're going to take the targeted enemy. How much damage does this thing do? Hold on. 37 auto attack damage, 50 damage per second. Could be better. Alright, now we're going to go for this, and that is going to get us
Right hand.
our current shield. But I do want to say I have a Discord. And I also want to use this to mention that... God, I actually completely lost my train of thought. I love when my frames randomly fucking die for no reason. I am going to use Mend Wounds, so that way I can heal a bit. Let me check combat real quick. I am getting some silver and some fame. Alright, we got that guy, and now time for Big Spencer.
Let's open a can of whoop-ass.
This motherfucker just said open a can of whoop-ass. Wild. And we beat him, and we got Novice Adventurer. I'm gonna assume that's good. This is the only thing we can get from him, so let's take it. But I do want to say I have a Discord server now that you can join, and in case anyone is curious, the reason I can play this game is because documenting isn't just 100% in a game or speedrunning as fast as possible over and over and over and over and over. It's 100%ing. Before I do the documenting, it's playing through a game and seeing if you can 100% in the first place. And I understand this game is still getting updated and still is having progress, and in those cases, I am going to look at any updates that come this game's way, look at anything they add, and see how the game progresses and see if they add anything that wouldn't require me returning, like more progress or anything like that. But until then, until I've 100%ed the game, I'm just going to be here speedrunning. Or not speedrunning, just playing the game and grinding. Alright, now we need to speak with Captain Tia.
You killed those heretics? Bloody good work.
You made short work of that heretic scum. Bloody well done. You're Loki, aren't you? Glad you're safe.
Do I have to
And
do
I
it
got
myself?
3 silver for that. Wow. Anyway, my ship is damaged and this bloody island isn't even Albion. We need to repair my ship if we ever want to leave this island. But first, get yourself a mount from the marketplace and talk to Crafter Silas.
Make haste.
Alright. So we go here.
Local goods.
Yeah, I understand the formatting. I've done this a few
My
times.
pleasure.
That's our mount. Speed 268, plus 30%, plus 80% gallop, 4 seconds until gallop. Let's equip, and we press A to use the shortcut. Fun. But there are, we don't have the Destiny board yet, but there are more or less 3 classes, though they don't really matter. You have warriors, which are, well, let's just take a look. Can I even... No, I can't. Let me just explain it like this. Frontliner with a sword. Frontliner melee. Could be melee, could be ranged. Usually always ranged. AKA fighters, rangers, mages. Or tanks, DPS, heal, support. If that makes sense. That's how I organized it. Loki, thanks for your help. Never introduced myself properly, did I? My name is Crafter Silas. I'm not gonna do the accents. My name is Crafter Silas. I don't know if I should do the voices. I know what the way my voice is, I probably shouldn't.
One step
So let's
at a
just
time.
keep it around here. My voice is too in this own little bubble to do it. Let's get this ship repaired. First, you'll need a pickaxe and an axe to gather higher tier sources.
You know
To
what
acquire
do.
those two things, we need to go to this guy.
Only the highest
We need
quality.
6 rough logs and 6 rough stones.
Stay civilized.
So let's get these fast. I'm currently stuck. That's great. Just 2 more logs. Well, 2 more rocks. Sorry. Ugh. No one said I'm smart. And this is our mount. And then all we need to do is just go
At your
here,
service.
craft 1, and
Very
craft
well.
1. Next, we want to keep these here. I like keeping all my essential tools up here. It's just easier.
Back already.
Let me give you this skinning knife and sickle. Now let's get this ship seaworthy again. Start by gathering birch logs and leather from the nearby forest. So these are essential for some of them. We're kind of going to both speed through the tutorial and take our time. I kind of want to use this to solidify my build and where I am playstyle wise, just a bit, because I feel like that will help clarify the way I play this game. Alright, so we need to go this way. But I can just 100% a game, and I do intend to have a guild, and I will return to this game if they ever, when they add updates. However, anything that isn't, I already know all this. We have tier 2 wood and tier 2 hides, so let's do that. We already know how the let's defend ourselves. This gives us 252 damage shield for... You know what? Let's get the extra. Just a tiny bit more XP. Just a tiny bit more fame. But I do intend to have a guild. When I 100% this game, I will return to it if I turn out to really like it. For all the updates and anything like that. There's no exact guarantee, because if I end up kind of having a hateful, or this game doesn't end up being that fun, I won't return to it, but don't worry about it. And yes, the entire intro and the entire area for the tutorial is going to be unedited, besides moments where I have to go for a second, but don't worry about that. Good work, Loki. You are getting the hang of this. You can tell that's a translation. You're getting the hang of this. Sorry, that's nitpicking. My fault. Next, we'll need ore and fiber. Both can be found in the mountains.
You've got this.
I'm trying not to do the accents, because I know mine are shitty, but I also really want to. I was a DM for a D&D campaign. Listen, I can't help it. Not fucking, I'm doing it. I'm doing the accents. Shitty voice acting, shitty impressions. You'll have to suffer. Fuck you. Alright, go into the mountains, gather ore and fiber. This is the ore, I'd imagine. Cotton and copper. Let's get that extra XP. We're at 7 encumbrance. 7% encumbrance right now. And then this is the cotton. Right now, I kind of want to do 2 things at once. I do know some things about the game. When it comes to things you can craft, usually there's grades. I don't know if that applies to gathering tools. But I do know that applies to things like weapons and armor. I don't know exactly though, so we will be trying
You've done
out.
this before, haven't you?
Right, we've got everything we need.
One step
Time
at
to
a
refine these raw materials.
You know what to do.
Alright, let's go this way.
What is it?
And let's refine all of them for the extra XP. Trainee crafter, that's why we did it. And then let's refine all of these as well.
Nowhere to hide.
And then let's refine all of these as well. One more. Wow, you can see all the fucking new accounts. That's awesome. And then we're gonna do that. Bring your resources to the crane. The crane is down here.
Stay focused.
Ah, perfect. Exactly what we need. We'll have the ship fixed up in no time. And now they did that. Now we need to speak to Captain
She
Tia.
floats again.
She
The
floats.
tides have
Oh my
turned.
god. There you go. She floats. Barely. We can't take another bombing like that. We'll have to find out from where they are guarding the sea passage so we can get off this damned island.
Yes.
I marked an enemy outpost on your map. Go there and look for plans, maps, anything that might help us. Got it?
Show them how.
I may a bit cockney, because fuck it. Okay, now we have the destiny board. Yes, okay. Earn fame, earning fame, complete nodes with fame to unlock items and abilities, select a node to see its unlocked. Yeah, okay. So, now I can actually show off the builds. So, you'll notice, crafting-wise, you have that shit here, but we're gonna go over here to show it off. Mage has a few different types. You have tomes, which then have their own specifics. Warlocks, frost mage, arcanist or arcanist? Arcanist, fuck you. Priest, pyromancer, and then those are the staves for the mage. Then you have cloth cowls, cloth robes, cloth sandals. Then you have torches, nature staves, shapeshifters, quarterstaves, spears, daggers, which are what I'm going to use, then bow. For fighter, you have... God, this really is fucking annoying. Then you have leather, which of course does the same thing, and then you have warriors, which are shield, crossbow, war gloves, hammer, mace, axe, sword, and then you got plate helmet, plate armor, and plate boots. But when you go over here, you get crafting. But that is basically the different builds. You have the option of plate, leather, or cloth armor, and then you have the option of staves, and then you have the option of, do you want to be a mage magic casting, a ranged or high DPS ranger, or rogue, bleh, or do you want to be a tank? Those are the options they give you. And I'm going to use that to fully say that I go for a hybrid. I know that's apparently a weird take. I've just never been much of someone who would go for like one specific build. Like, let me defend myself. Just for a second. When it comes to games, I am very much someone that... First off, I hope everyone here knows the only reason we are getting some spare birch logs is because I know they're essential for my build. But to anyone who doesn't know me, or isn't good friends with me and watching this, and if so fucking weird that you're here. You're a complete odd one out. What the fuck are you doing here? And we are going to attack everything in sight because I have a problem. I want blood. We are going to use our shields so we have some resistance. Then we're going to keep moving. Steal the heretic map in the forest. Let's go up here. Okay, you know what? I don't care. Alright, let's get this. Alright, perfect. Defeat heretics to unlock trainee fighter in the destiny board. That's simple enough. I should get that fast enough. Just need to hope it goes fast. Alright, we're gonna use that so we can get some... just some recovery. I'm not done. Get back here. Get back here. Where the fuck are you going? But I do want to clarify. Oh my god. Oh my god, there is so much. I do want to clarify. More or less the entire reason for why I'm doing the majority of the shit that you're seeing is because my build is exact. Call me a cliche, but I know what I am. Is what? Okay, yeah, what the fuck was that, game? Call me a cliche, but I know my type of build. I am a rogue. Specifically, I usually hybridize any chance of... Still got no clue what the fuck the heretics are. I want to clarify that usually I hybridize necromancers and a rogue. Like, my go-to subclass in Baldur's Gate 3 is a arcane trickster, of which I'll usually dump 9 levels into, and then I'll dump 3 into the necromancy wizard. No other reason than it's simply more rewarding. And we are going to use our time here because it's easier and it's cheaper to just exist here to get a few things off the bat. One, we need this. Is it stupid? Yeah, but I need a bag. It's not that annoying, but it's just minorly annoying enough that I don't really want to fucking do it. What are the actual requirements? I need 7 more stiff leather and then, oof, an annoying amount more, cloth.
Goodbye.
The only reason I'm doing that, by the way, is because once we get there, you will get to see.
Colour me impressed.
This map is brilliant. A complete layout of the fort. Why did I become Australian? A complete layout of the fort. So this is where the cannons are and the ammunition. Here's our option. This is where I'm going to show you this. What the fuck? My scroll wheel. Oh my god. So some people would expect me to go up here. And it's easier to show it here on this side because it's just more visible. But if you all want, I can show it on this side. Hold on, where is it? Hunter. There we go. Torch isn't bad. I'm looking for the actual fucking weapons. Quarterstaff, spear, dagger. Dagger calls to me. I like spear, but spear doesn't really have anything I would necessarily use. I am... Like, if I had to genuinely pull out my top 3 favorite medieval weapons in any order... a halberd, a longsword, because I'm a basic bitch, and then a dagger. And the reason why is because all 3 of those were what a knight would use. A polearm, a sword if need be, and then a dagger if all else fails. Because even if I hybridize, the common factor is always the fact I go for a rogue. So,
Yeah?
let's go for a bow.
What is it?
You'll need to be more powerful to infiltrate that fort. Craft a novice weapon
Take your
first.
time.
Obtain birch planks. Oh my god. Didn't I chop a bunch? Not enough, because fuck me, I guess. Alright, we need to obtain a bunch of birch planks. Did I go the wrong way? No, no, I didn't. Okay, I was like, wait a fucking minute. Alright, we're gonna do this until our axe breaks because I have a fucking problem. I need more than I need more than the minimum they're giving me. I don't know enough about this game. One of the major things about my 100%ing rules or my documenting is I'm not allowed to use a wiki. I'm not allowed to use anything that's not just me learning this shit on my own and reading. I can't use a wiki page. It's literally not allowed, so I basically have to learn all this shit on my own. Which is a pain in the ass, but it also makes this really fun. I'm gonna be real. And I will get back to you all when this thing is broken. I actually am curious, so I am going to check. What is the fully advanced dagger? You have dagger, then you have pear, claws, bloodletter, demon fang, these. Nothing will keep these from me. Do you hear me? Nothing will keep these from me. I will get the death givers. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is going to be our final one. Yep. Axe is too broken to keep going. Alright, now we get to do what I've been hyped for. Actually, the damage is so low, I think maybe a better idea would be... Okay. No, we're gonna get the rugged hide because that's going to use our skinning knife. I think our damage is so low, our best bet, instead of just doing that already, would be instead to go back and spam craft the beginner bow. It's shit, I know it's shit, but it's something. You know what I mean? It's better than nothing. But I do want to say a few things. From what I know about the game, there are different grades of whatever. We are going to refine every single one of these. Wow! I actually did not expect that to get me here. Journeyman Refiner, that gives me chestnut planks, neat cloth, thick leather, bronze bars, and sandstone blocks. Not bad. I am going to go back on my horse. Acquire one novice bow. Is that the beginner? And we are going to spam this just to see. We did get one thing that was higher. Let's compare the stats. 520 to 500. Higher power you can always trust. 36 attack damage, 47 per second. Not that bad item value. We're going to get multi-shot, and then we're going to equip. We can use this to sell the excess bows here at the marketplace. And first off, we're going to repair that, and that, and that, and that. And then we're going to use that to sell all 4 novice bows, and then and then both of these. And that'll give us a bit more silver to work with. This will make you much stronger, Loki.
It's simple, really.
Next, buy novice armor pieces from the marketplace. Choose your weapons and armor wisely.
Come back when you're ready.
Okay. This is where they basically say, here are the classes. Plate armor, which is high defense, low damage bonus. In another life, or if we looked at me, I want to say 5 years ago, I would have taken this without any hesitation. But I take this now. Medium defense and medium damage bonus. Leather armor pieces add survivability, attack speed, and cooldown reduction. It's perfect. And cloth armor, I already know I have a mage friend who is going to be addicted. I already know how the marketplace works. Let's go to sell, and then let's go to leather armor. Let's buy that one, and then let's buy the leather hood. And then let's buy the leather shoes. This is the only time I'll buy something that I can't just instantly get. I hope everyone knows that. We're gonna take this, and let's also get swiftness. Then we're going to equip that. We're going to take energizing shield and then open-mindedness. And then we're going to take dodge and balanced mind. And now we have a bunch of shit to sell. So let's go here. The category is still pretty solid. We're going to repair and then sell. Repair and then sell. And then repair and then sell. And that makes us have 515 to work with.
Found everything you need?
My. Now you're ready for
Yes.
fight. Plan. You stir up some chaos and we'll sail right past the base. Light the signal fire when you're done and meet us at the pier in the fort. Got it?
Let's do this.
Yes, I am. Yes, I work with some of the lines because sometimes I feel like they just need a bit more flair. Or I feel like with the way I say it, they could be reworked a bit, but that's just me being, I don't know, me. Alright, we are 50% of the way, and then we can craft what we want. And I can't clarify enough. I am hoping so much the spear has something I can work with. But I once again want to say I am probably going to have 2 weapons I stick with. The Death Givers call to me way too much. I'm being completely real. This calls to me like a fucking beacon. What do you mean, your entire thing is you have Ghost Strike? If anyone doesn't know why I combine necromancy with my rogue bullshit, it's actually a really nice story. Way back, during quarantine, I used to be a... Where is it? There it is. Rot collar. We have to go damnation staff for my ranged. That's it. If anyone's curious, the reason I have such a preference for specifically the god Loki in Norse mythology and the goddess Hel, who is the goddess of death and the dead and the netherworld, for those who don't know, is because... Wow, my frames just died for some reason. For those who don't know, during COVID, this is a really nice story actually. I had a friend who was a Norse pagan. I don't know if that's the proper term, by the way. If it isn't, then I am sorry. But I do know this. She would... Apparently the thing was she would light a candle while thinking of someone, and if the god liked them, like you would light a candle for a specific god, and if the god liked that person they were thinking of, the candle would catch. Or the candle would catch a lot. Like it was a spark thing, you know, just given a tiny spark does it catch. And when it came to... And only 2 gods turned out to like me. Out of however many my friend called at the time. And by the way, once again, Gifted, that was her username if I remember. You were the nicest person on earth. I hope you're doing okay if you end up watching this, because I'm too sweet to people for my own good sometimes. But only 2 out of all of the candles they lit, they had Loki, Odin, Thor, Freya, Balder, Ordvig, or Govig. Only 2 responded. Only 2 actually caught, and they lit up. Loki, which caught up a lot, and then Hel, which also caught up, but not as much. As a result, I'm not a Norse pagan, and I am very Norwegian, ethnically speaking. I am incredibly ethnically Norwegian. I am about 78%. I took a 23andMe, and that was the percentage. But I never got in touch with that side, and this the name is kind of a nod to that part of me that I never got to know. First off, we got a fucking max energy. I didn't equip that. I should have equipped that. Alright, let's get a backpack. Or let's get a bunch of fiber so we can make some cloth. And then let's test a theory out. I just have to wait a second because there you go. But as a result, those two deities I've always felt a bit of a kinship with. I'm not a Norse pagan. I guess agnostic. There may be something, but personally I won't find out until the end of my lifetime. So I'm here, and I'm having fun until then. Life is meant to be enjoyed, not to fear something. So I'm here, and whatever happens, happens. But when it comes to the... them, I noticed that made a lot of sense. I'm a fucking chaos junkie. Yeah, it sounds corny as fuck, but I know I am. I like doing stupid shit cause it's fun. I love morbid shit, and one of my favorite fascinations with all of the topics I've researched in my spare time, because I'm a huge nerd, is I love how people treat bodies. What people do with bodies, how people respond to the dead, and so on, is one of the most interesting, fascinating topics to me. And come on. That being one of my interests, and me being a huge motherfucker obsessed with just doing whatever's chaotic and funny. I mean, hey. It's kind of insane, and you can't deny that's one hell of a coincidence. So, that's kind of why I give a huge nod to both with my playstyle. It's not so much a nod to the gods if they're real, but it's more of a nod to the fact that it's more of a combination of a respectful nod to that part of me and my blood, and a sort of just respectful mention and nod to my friend, who, as a result of that, got me into a topic I never thought I'd get into. Alright. I'm pretty sure that's a good amount. First off, we are going to repair all of our items. And here it is, reroll quality. So, you can't reroll this. Can you reroll this? Yes, you can. That answers that question. Can you reroll this? No, you can't. So you can't reroll this, or gathering items. Does that apply to this? That's the question. And I guess we can figure that out with what we're about to do, but either way, now, regardless, we have a bunch of fucking fiber to work with.
Only the highest
So let's get this.
careful now.
And first off, what does this do? This gives us 43 more kilograms. Not that bad. And hell, it's also another Destiny
Shall I fix
tome, or whatever the fuck. I'm too stupid at this point. Okay, first off, we don't want to do that. We want to do this. It can be re-rolled. Okay, this answers something. So this is the lowest grade. I'm gonna call... I don't know if there's exact names, so I'm just gonna go off the thumb. Stone, tin, bronze, silver, gold. That feels about right.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now we answered that question. I am curious, is there an offhand? Because usually there's an offhand thing. Hold on, let me do a little check here.
Ready for the wild?
There's the novice's mercenary hood.
Sticking with the point
What do I
here.
have access to? Give me a second. I have this, which lets me craft the fire staff and the siege hammer, which could be helpful. But this is what I'm paying attention to, which I need more. But for now, we have what we need, and we can go further into the quest line. Or we can get the fuck out of the tutorial area. Either one, I don't care. And keep in mind, the only reason we're speeding through this is we still, by the way, we're only 45 minutes in. And to anyone who doesn't know, we're going until I get daggers. We're going until I get a dagger, or until I get dual daggers, or to satisfy something within me. And keep in mind, I'm going for 3 items because I'm me, and I like being able to switch between whatever I need to be for the players. Loki's a shapeshifter, after all. That's all I'm gonna say. God, that's corny. What the fuck, Loki? God, Jesus. Okay, just real quick. Let me just show you. My 3 ideal builds will always, regardless, be in leather armor because I seriously have a problem. But my ideal weapons would be, but I ideally would be picking one thing out of each tree. So let's go here. If we go to daggers, the death givers are one of them. If we go to, where is it? I know you're here. I can smell you. Where is it? The halberd would be another, which is one of my favorite medieval weapons of all time. And then out of the staff tree, where is it? Where's my goat? I'm almost tempted to go with fire staff because Loki in some versions of the Edda is the god of fire. So putting infernal or brimstone would be perfect because brimstone is both the netherworld and as well as fire. So it's a combination of Hel and Loki. Regardless, we're going to be trying them all out, but for now, let's just go on the path of my favorite weapon, which are not where I want to be. Where the fuck is it? Which are the death givers, which is going to take time, but we'll get there. Alright, create distraction by killing 10 heretics. No fucking problem. Ooh, I got hit there. I like when I do something and the game gauges that I didn't fucking do it. How am I meant to move fast in order to dodge that shit? That ain't fair. We are going to heal up in this moment, and we are going to attack these assholes. Can this guy fuck off? Wow. God, that was mean of me to do. He's probably just some kid going around trying to do the same quest. Sometimes I feel like a bad person. I say shit and I'm just like, wow, that was needlessly mean, Loki. What the fuck? Alright, we're gonna go this way. Actually, maybe if I'm... No, never mind. Heal up. God, I really wish I was... That's one of the only reasons I want a dagger. Alright, okay, perfect. Next we need to crate for the chaos by setting fire to their ammunition storage. Not that bad. Excuse me, I burped. Call the ship by laying signal fire. Oh, wait. I don't want to dick around with those guys. Wait, I know where I need to go. Hold on. Oh, that guy killed them. That saved me a trip. That's the ship. Why is it so... I can't hear myself think. What the fuck? There we go. Jesus. I have music muted, but no, never mind. Be loud as fuck all you want.
Albion is waiting.
I owe you one, Loki. Let's get to Albion. And here, we get to choose. Primary resource is leather, wood. I mean, we have to go for the green one. We have to go for the green. 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 And we are going to sit through this intro. I'm just gonna drink my soda here.
Do you smell that?
I only
That's
drink
the smell
soda
of
during my
adventure
lunch
ahead.
and dinner, I'm
Ancient
noticing.
ruins, deep dungeons, and
I feel like
bonkers
Patrick Bane
monsters
is.
lurking
Okay,
in
now
the
I'll shut the
dark,
fuck up.
guarding unimaginable wealth.
Ah, lad, those myths can't be true. Now, what I do know is that this land is ripe with resources, ready for the taking.
You sure you can carry it all?
Well, what do you think I brought him for?
Let my boy down! Let bro down! Don't leave him up there!
There is something much more valuable to be found than treasure and resources. It takes practice and great skill, but over time, you can make a name for yourself. Land ahoy!
Fall off! Fall!
And you? What will you do when we arrive?
Probably take a fucking bath. You said you smell adventure. I smell you all not bathing for months. Ugh. Fucking disgusting. I feel like Patrick Bateman. Weird fucking thing to say, but just hear me out. I eat
Play to
and
your strength.
drink so weird. Okay, we can choose our. We're going adventure. I have literal nerve disorder, so this isn't that good. I love gathering, but this is much more my style, so we're gonna go advent. Actually, we can change our path anytime. Let's go for what's helpful at this stage now. Gather 80 tier 2 resources, go into the open world. Okay, I feel like Patrick Bateman sometimes because the way I eat and like consume on the daily basis feels uncanny. Also, if we take a look here, in order to make a guild, we need 1 million gold silver, and I do not have that, so that's going to take a fucking while. But we'll get there when we get there.
What's broken?
First off, we're gonna repair
Always.
all this. Next things next. We just need to. I actually started here during my little test run to see if the game runs well, if I can record it, certain things. So I do know this area well, and as a result, we're gonna be here. I need the logs. I am gonna check the Destiny board. First off, no, I refuse to get premium. I am never going to get premium. If something has a DLC, I will get it. If something has a subscription, that is a different fucking story. I refuse to get a subscription just to play a game and be on equal footing. Now, I will say, playing a game and doing so with all the DLC is a different fucking case. And I will get there when I get there. Please don't be taken. Okay, good, we're good. Okay, first things first, we need this just to be fucking better. Alright, first things first, let's go for the crafting here. Do I actually want to use the fucking bow? No. Is that why I'm getting a bunch of birch logs to craft? Yes. So for some, we can always do some a little bit funny. You feel funny. First, we did in fact get there. There's this, which we're not quite there yet. This needs to be much higher. I don't even know how the fuck to increase that one. I'm gonna be real. Kill creatures while wearing novices mirrors are better. Okay, yeah, I get it. And that's just use the bow. We're gonna be done with the bow in a fucking minute. I mean, we're gonna have to use it in order to progress, which is the thing I'm really not looking forward to. The fact that this is going to have to be done so I can get to the dagger. Where the fuck is the dagger? There. So I can get there is going to both kill me and give me a slight aneurysm. Okay, you know what? Let's just get this one. I feel like this one's at 999. Yeah. crafting? Well, when we really broken our axe. One of the gain 100%ing process, literal best version of while mounts. Yeah, it is. What is this? Make sure we're combat fit. Give me. That takes me to there. Let's see how far that took me. Got me all the way here. Wow, that actually sped up a lot. I don't need to kill a bunch of things now. Wait. No. I don't want to keep progressing with the bow. How far? Okay, good. Not enough. I like how we got Reaver and I didn't even fucking win it. Training track? I don't even fucking know what tracking is. I've never done this. Never, not once. How do you craft it? You need 2 chests on planks and 6 thick leather, neither of which I really have access to yet. Oh my god, we have so many more. What? I don't even know what the fuck that was. That's the Adept Reaver. Let's just do that. Wow. I do want to mention I'm only that game. In a truly 100% a game, you do not just unlock everything. No. You get the best version of everything you can get. That motherfucker's username is Hobbit. Peakman. And, you know, why not? I do intend to get the highest tier version and the highest rank version of everything I can get my grubby little fucking mitts on. And to properly do that, an amount of grind. So we're here. Yup, that's it. We have now got... Alright, now what we need to do is as many birch planks as possible. And then we go to here. We go along this path and we have to go to the Hunter's Lodge. Because once we do...
You planning something?
We just make one.
Yourself.
And then
Deadly
another.
choice.
And then
Of
another.
course.
And then
Let's
another.
get to work.
And then
Help
another.
yourself.
And then
Deadly
another.
choice.
And we got the quest. Boom. That's why we did it. Now, let's do this because it's easier. What do I need? 12 bronze bars, which do that I need 24 total tin, 12 copper bars, 24 thin hides, 12 stiff leather. I can work with this. Do we seriously get 4 fucking same tier bullshit? That's both amazing and kind of frightening. Oh, let's just split it just to make sure. 36, 53. Yeah, exact same thing. Alright, then let's get on.
Come back if you make it.
Alright, then let's go here. Let's quickly sell these.
I have lots to trade.
Sell the resources at the marketplace. Not quite yet. I am going to sell the scraps of hide. Do I have any rough logs? No. That's good.
My pleasure.
Alright, I do need a tier 2 resource items. Okay, yeah, I get it. Alright. Choose your resource items. That would be something I can get, something I can get. All of these I can get within a heartbeat. Hold on. I just need 6, 12, 18, 24. And then 36. You know what? It's probably just going to be easier to turn off my brain and get these. I need copper bars.
Stay
Is there copper ore? That's my question. Wait, I know there is. What the fuck am I on about? Alright, first let's find one of those big ass trees we can mine. Not what I was talking about, but that works too. Big ass tree. Big ass tree. Perfect. And all we need to do is just chop this like 4 times. Yeah, 4 times. I am, in the meantime, going... By the way, social, I don't even have any friends. Yeah, I freshly made this account. While we're here, I am going to change the journal to something else. Can I change it? Or... I'm going to change it to adventurer. No other reason than I feel like it's going to be less annoying at this current state. Alright, and we have officially uprooted a tree. I can't get through there. Alright, let's go this way. And where's the copper? I remember the fact there is copper. Don't fucking lie to me, game. There you are. Bro is stuck. Alright, now we just need to do this handful of times. Just both of these. How's our mining? Could be much better. All I want is that dagger. Oh wait, the smelter's right fucking here. What am I doing? Alright, let's just smelt all of these. That'll speed this entire mess up. Let's get back on this. And then... What were we going for? Oh, right. God, I'm fucking stupid. Let's go to the toolmaker. And now we are going... By the way, there's furniture and I still have no fucking clue what that's for. Alright, now we're going to get this. Do I not have a wolf? Oh, I forgot to turn the... They're birch planks. That's my bad. That's me being stupid.
Don't be shy.
Alright, we are going to sell the rough logs. That's going to give us...
See you later.
Wow, we're already at 2,000. Near 3,000. That's actually not that bad. Alright, let's go back to that little patch of birch trees. Maybe no one's there, so we can just farm them just for a minute. What do we need? We need to do... Should give us a good amount. Oh, goodbye. I did say the name like that. 20? Yes. Alright, a handful more. Works too. And then we're going to go here.
What?
Refine all of them. Not only because it's decent XP. I'm actually curious. Where's my refining for logs at this point now? Ooh, nope. Didn't mean to get that rough stone, but all fucking right then. Let's go fast.
Good day.
And now we can craft
Certainly.
the first we needs. Wow, my brain may be fucking melting. That's 2,
Careful now.
that's 3, that's
Splendid.
4, that's 5. We are going to move these. For this, we need more birch planks. We just need 1 more, and then we need limestone. The good thing is I know exactly where some limestone is, but it's... People can be pretty hostile over protecting it, and luckily, no one is here, so let's just go until we get our 12. That is a whole ass bear that man is riding. Whole ass bear that motherfucker is riding. Sorry, let me rephrase. Big old bear. Motherfucker's riding a big burly man. Yes, that is a queer community joke. I am queer. I was gonna make the joke sooner or later. Now I just need to wait. Alright, hold on. For the love of the game. Alright, that should work for now. Let's go back here. And then we're going to put all the... We're going to turn all those into planks. I'm realizing now with how I'm going to edit this video, there's going to be a lot of jumping that's just nonsense. First off, is there like a storage limit to this? 100,000 kilograms. I could do something with that. You have banks, and this is just local. Yeah, local. Okay. Alright, let's get our final fucking thing. Siege hammer. This is the last thing we needed. I have to turn these into blocks. Where the fuck does one do that? Never mind, I see it.
Ready to cut stone? Done. That's it?
XP's XP. Fuck you. You say that's it one more time, you're going in the orb. That's right, there's an orb.
Finest
It
tools.
calls for you. Alright, not that bad. Alright, now to sell the excess. Because I do not need the limestone,
Welcome,
and
friend.
while I don't need any of the beginner shit, actually. But I am going to repair them, so let's just... I don't need the limestone. The stiff leather I can actually work with. The simple cloth I don't need. The rough stone I don't need. I still need the copper bars. The birch planks I don't need so much anymore, so let's actually get rid of that.
Got everything?
Considering what I'm going for next is, in fact, a dagger, what I really need are 12 tin ore and 24 thin hides and some more stiff leathers. But if I'm lucky, I should be able to find what I need in this area right here. Actually, wait. Usually I can just... Has the hides, doesn't have the ores. Ores. Bleh. Has the hides, doesn't have the ores. Ores. This... It looks like has the ores. Forest Cross. Cracked Earth, maybe? No, Cracked Earth has it. Well, let's just double check. Because I seem to be stupid. It's also 12:07 a.m. So, pardon me for being really fucking dumb. It's tier 3. Yeah, we have to go to We have to go all the way to Cracked Earth, which is going to be a pain in the ass. What's the best way there? Down here, and then we can just travel. It has... No, it doesn't. Does this? Yes, it does. Alright, let's go to Stagmorn, then we can head down to Cracked Earth. Instead, what I need to get is the hides. Do I have enough? I have more than enough. The problem is, I just need higher tier hides. Those are actual enemies. Let's avoid them for now. That's a fucking thing. I'm looking for a specific enemy type, which we just found. Alright, that's one. We just need a total of 24, so we need to find this thing a few times. And of course we're going to kill this little thing because just because we can. I can't help it, it's funny. We're actually going to take its hides too because money is money. Alright, let's carefully maneuver around this guy. And not enough. Alright, let's harvest both of these guys. Wow, enough. Hold on, I'm gonna... My hands are occupied with this, I guess. I may be a bit fucking stupid. Alright, we have enough of that. Now we just need to travel all the way down to Cracked Earth, and that way we should be able to get everything we need. These are chestnut logs. Or chestnut trees. We'll get there when we get there. And never mind. I seem to be a special breed of fucking stupid. Never mind, I killed the guy way too fast. What the fuck?
Excuse the
Get the
smell.
necessary thick leather. Hold on, let me just double check the recipe because once again I'm running off of basically no sleep and I am basically frying my brain right now. I've been up for a while, okay? We're going to craft the maximum amount because that way we can get some more fame, and let's keep going. You're a content creator, you don't want to just have a bunch of mindless bullshit in your video that is just being said for the sake of being said. See, that entire section is not going to be cut out. What the fuck? You know what? I'm not going to ask questions. That is a random solo dungeon. Wow, there's quite a few of these. Holy shit. You know what? Let's change the activities. Not the activities. Let's change the Albion journal back to Gatherer. Might as well get the entire order, right? Alright, now let's go back. Wait, we could have just gone here south. God, I'm fucking stupid. Well, they're dead. I didn't realize I could attack enemies that... What the fuck? Hi there. Who the fuck are you? Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I am going to take the hides from these assholes. XP is XP, baby. So just going here takes us to Forest Cross, which is the safe region we want to be in. I did not know that. I am actually really sure. I need to memorize the layout of this area. Like, south takes us to Cracked Earth, northwest Stagmorn, and northeast to Red Lake. Remembering, like, the map and the route is probably a good idea. Is this enough? Oh, I don't have enough copper. Wow. This motherfucker's still here being broken. We are going to get back on this, and let's just make as many of these as we can, and then we can make all of those. And then the final step for our video. Holy shit.
Hunter or hunted? Of course.
We did it. Sunder armor, doing 155 physical damage. We're gonna go for leap because that gives us more movement. We don't have dash yet, so we're gonna keep throwing blades, and we don't have life leech I need. We did it.
Beware of the
We
wild.
have a dagger. Holy shit. Alright. I am going to sell all the bullshit we have, and then we're gonna call it here.
Have a
Our
look.
first video? Not that bad, yeah? We are going to repair everything. And we are going to repair this just to sell. Let's sell the bronze bar too. The hides. The copper bar. The stiff leather. The tin ore. I refuse to buy a tier 2 tool. Fuck you. Sorry. Tier 2 tool. There. Alright.
My pleasure.
And that, everyone, is our first video and our first step into Albion Online. I am going to check. 'Cause I'm curious. That is tools.
Goodbye.
But I do want to say I am going to play this game off camera. One, this game seems to reward grinding and setting up, I don't know, maybe an auto clicker or something. If that's allowed, I'll do it. If it isn't, someone please tell me. But I do intend to play this game off camera. Never go for the next step, but more grind like the skills or something. Because I am a firm believer that if you get an MMORPG like this and you're playing it online and recording it, you shouldn't have to more or less confine yourself to... I accidentally pressed M. You shouldn't have to more or less confine yourself to being only able to do these certain things and these certain things. What the fuck is this? Bag of silver. Holy shit. What's this? Insight? I have to do it. What a perfect ending to the video, huh? We have Adept Reaver now. How close are we? 8,000. How's our dagger? Almost halfway. And all we need to do now is to craft a lot of daggers. Like an insane amount. And then we will be one step closer to the Adept Deathgivers. But I do want to say that I'm once again sorry for the wait between videos. Yes, I'm going to play this game a lot off camera. Never go for the next step. More resource grinding, XP grinding, more speeding up something behind the scenes, because this game is kind of a grind heavy type of shit. But I want to say, hey, I have a Discord server. Join if you want. I want to say thank you to the 2 people who actually give a fuck and waited between videos. And finally, I want to say thank you all for watching. And if you liked the video, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe and maybe turn on notifications. And remember to eat something, drink some water, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care now.